Okay, welcome to my humble little video. I'm got a few bottles in front of me tonight, and it's another Friday night, but this is pre-recorded, so you're going to be seeing this on probably a Friday morning, and probably towards the end of February, whereas right now we're like a week into the month. So I'm producing stuff in advance so that there would be some videos scheduled to go up while I'm away out of town. And I'm like a month ahead and stuff, but whatever. I'm going to start with this one here. It is a Glenlivet Founder's Reserve. Now, I've had Glenlivet 12, I've had Glenlivet 14, Glenlivet 15. I had, oh no, that was a Glenfiddich. I often get the two mixed up because they're around the same price and they're from the same region, and they're sort of direct competitors with each other, Glenlivet and Glenfiddich. This one here is non-age statement, and it's got the wrapping just like the 12 does. And I'm gonna open this wrapping up and produce the bottle of Glenlivet Founder's Reserve. And I'm going to pour me a dram. That's a lot of noise, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to pour a dram. I'm going to put the dram right on here and find the little pull tab. And I found the little pull tab, and I will pull this thing on. Somebody commented recently, at least recently for me, but ancient history for you because this is pre-recorded. When I had trouble opening one bottle, that somebody accused me of being drunk again. Well, it does happen that, oh, that was a good little pop. It does happen that I do imbibe somewhat festively at times. And I get close to drunk, but I'm never out of control, at least that I know of. And I'm doing it in the safety and comfort of my own home. I'm not out in public creating a nuisance, and I think that's a lot to be said for that. Anyway, I'm not going to apologize for myself and my actions, whatever. While we let this open up a little bit, I'm going to see what it says on the box here. The Glenlivet Single Malt Scotch Whisky, Whisky Écossais Single Malt, established 1824. The smooth flowing one, distilled in the Livet Valley. Okay. George Smith, the founder of the Glenlivet distillery in 1824, was the first to produce a whiskey of such exceptional quality that it was soon widely acknowledged to be how a malt whiskey should taste, and rightfully earned the name the Glenlivet. The Glenlivet Founder's Reserve brings new life to the time-honored and celebrated style of the Glenlivet. Okay, what does it say on here? A single malt Scotch from the Glenlivet distillery, matured and bottled in Scotland, returned for refund where applicable. Distilled, matured, bottled in Scotland. Doesn't have much other information on here. Oh, it's got colors, and join our community, become a guardian at www.theglenlivet.com/guardians. And then there's colors and palettes and nosing notes and stuff in there. I will not go into those right now. I'm going to have a look at this. Oh, what did it say? 40%? Does it say? It doesn't say here. I bet it says here on the bottle. 750 mils, 40% alcohol by volume. Don't be pregnant and drink. And that's it, pretty much. Okay, 40% alcohol by volume. It's a starter for the flight. That's why I'm starting my flight with it. You may notice that this black shirt should show up in 4 videos. Okay. It's quite fruity. Apples. Apples with a little bit of cinnamon. It's almost like apple cider on the nose. At least to me. I don't know how old or young this is, but we're going to err on the side of young. It looks like it's got some kind of orange coloring in it. It's mass produced in great big hefty quantities. It's light, fruity, a little bit of cinnamon. Did I say cinnamon already? Fruit is apple, maybe a bit of pear. I'm getting a touch of maraschino cherry. It's light. Okay. Does it have any legs to speak of? Yeah, there are legs. They're running down pretty fast. That's to be expected. Maybe there's a bit of viscosity on the palate, we'll see. Oh, now it's getting malty. It's getting less of the fruits, and we're getting right down to the malt. Malty, and there's something a little bit floral. Malty and floral. Reminds me of tiger lilies. When I was a little kid, my mother's uncle had this flower bed with tiger lilies. And they had a distinctive aroma. And this reminds me of that. The apples have moved aside. There's still some cinnamon there. It's malty. There's that tiger lily floralness. And what else am I getting? A little bit of malt again. Maybe a touch of vanilla. Something else. Not overly complex. It's not overly complex at all. It's just got the nice little fruit, a little bit of cinnamon, malt, a little bit of floral. That's about it. Let's go for the taste. light and fruity. There's a hint of maraschino cherry on the palate, and the finish is dry and doesn't seem to last very long. There's a little bit of, I wouldn't say bitterness, but a little bit of harshness on the sides of the tongue, but it's not too harsh. It's light. It's goes down very easy. Very easy. It's like zoom, you're swallowing it before you've tasted it. I'm going to do that again. Oh, excuse me, somebody's calling. I'm back. A phone call in the middle of tasting a whiskey. And that phone call was a hooker who wanted me to go pick her up and take her somewhere. In case you don't know, I drive a taxi for a living, and it's my night off. So she calls me on my night off to go take her somewhere, but I'm sorry, I can't do it. She already called a cab, but it's not there fast enough, because she has to be somewhere real bad and real soon. Yeah. I'm going to take my time now and have another sip of this Glenlivet Founder's Reserve. Sorry about that interruption. Well, it was an interruption for me. For you, it's nothing. It's like click, click, boom, gone. Ah, okay. Okay, once again, malty on the nose. Fruity. The fruits have become indistinct. I was getting apple before, and maybe a little bit of pear. Now it's a bit appley and a bit malty, a little bit floral. It's fairly thin. I'm getting a little bit of fruit on the sides, on the palate. I'm getting a malty flavor. I'm getting pretty much what I got on the nose, on the palate. A little bit of tingling on the sides of the tongue. A shortish finish. And I would call this a whistle wetter. Whistle wetter. A whistle wetter. It's a place to start a flight. You just want to maybe get your palate aligned. This one, the Glenlivet 12, which I think is better than this. The 12 is better. And the Glenfiddich 12. Those are the kind of whiskeys to get your palate adjusted and ready for other things. What did I pay for this? Glenlivet Founder's Reserve, $51.99 Canadian. That's at the lower end of prices here in British Columbia, and so $52 basically, 10 cents for a bottle deposit, and 5% of that, which would be about $2.60 maybe. That would be the goods and services tax, and about $5.20 would be the liquor tax. So $5.27, $8 on top. Okay, $60 out the door. Canadian, which isn't too bad. Yeah, it's a good place to start a flight. We move on to more complex and more expensive things after that. Yeah, it does the job. And you can drink a lot more of this before getting drunk because it's only 40%. What kills me is cask strength whiskeys. It's like 1 dram and I'm kind of drunk. And I got that way on the last video. I think I got to the cask strength and it hit me hard. It hit me really hard. Well, without any further ado, I'm going to close this video and say Slanchava.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.